I brought you better water.
All right, season 7, episode 33, the PreGame podcast. That's right.
I definitely gave you the tap.
This is a special episode because we've been shouting out Bankable for a long time now.
We will continue to do so.
Bankable, and we'll continue to do so because they got us on payroll
every week.
Right. And so it's important that we learn more about Bankable and get some important insight. Everybody, please give a round of applause to Ms. Stacey Watson in the building.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Sundays are important.
Very much so. Sunday is self-care day for me.
Reflect.
Absolutely.
So you podding on your self-care day.
I am.
How's it feel?
Good so far.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you, man. Another round of applause for our guests. Again, this is major, man, because Bankable is here. So we start off every single PreGame podcast interview with the PreGame podcast pop quiz. Gonna ask you flurry questions. Do your best to answer.
Randomized. They're not important at all.
Yeah, this is like fun questions.
Yeah, you're gonna be just fine.
Nothing crazy.
I'll get it going. I want to know. I'm thinking about. I like to make my questions city based. Okay. So if you're in the city of Indianapolis, you know it's Saturday. It's just a Saturday. You're like, okay, I want to do something fun in the city. Where are you going in the city to have that fun?
It's different for me now. I'm probably older than everybody in this room.
I am.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
We'll talk about it off the air.
Yeah, so fun for me is different. You know, it's not going to the club, going to the bar.
Understood.
Oh, we feel you here.
Yeah.
Except for
he's
a club hopper.
Yeah, we're out of touch.
I've been in the house. I've been put up.
So I enjoy live music.
Okay.
I love the arts.
Okay.
Actually, yesterday I went on one of the catacomb tours at the City Market, if y'all haven't heard of that, and it was really fun.
Really?
Yeah, it was short but sweet. It was like 30 minutes, but it is, if you don't know, the City Market has an underground. And it used to be home, not the underground, but...
Right, I'm about to say, how underground? It's like a train system,
what we talking?
Right?
No, it's underground. Like, there's underground to the City Market.
Huh.
They're called the catacombs.
Really?
Yes.
I'm learning new stuff in the city.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of Union Station.
No, City Market.
The City Market.
Right across from the City County building.
Yeah,
right there by police station.
Yeah.
And there's an underground system down there.
Yeah, it's called the Catacombs.
The Catacomb.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Okay.
check it out on Indiana Landmarks. They do tours. I think the last tour is next week.
Okay.
Catacombs.
Oh, so it's kind of like in congruence with Halloween.
No.
So it's anytime.
It's about to
Pull
get
up.
cold. That's probably why they...
You're not really from here.
This is my first time hearing about this. Y'all know about the
No,
Catacombs?
this is new for me.
I've heard about the
This
catacombs.
is new for me.
Q? Yeah.
But she
Well,
said
I'm
that-
an Indy
So ain't
native,
nobody
and I
from
hadn't
here.
heard of it.
She said Ms. Watson.
she said City Market. You said Union Station, right?
No, I was trying to think about the whole. I mean, I know what City Market is. I was trying to think about the whole, like, you know
Westfield?
what I'm saying? That's the only thing I think of.
Oh, that's in Zionsville, right?
I got a seasonal question.
That's how you sounded. for sure.
What is your favorite comfort food?
Ooh.
He want to connect.
My favorite. I'm a foodie.
Me too.
I'm such
Would
a
you believe
foodie.
it?
So favorite comfort food, I'm going to say with the weather getting cold.
Yeah, girl, say chili.
One of my favorites, well, chili, yes, but I don't eat meat. So
That's
I
fair.
make a vegetarian chili that's really, really good.
Are you? How long have you been a vegetarian, gang?
I've been pescatarian.
Okay.
And it will be 5 years.
Okay.
Christmas.
Wow.
You blood in, blood out. You're not just playing around here.
No,
Okay.
no,
Filet
no,
of
I ain't
fish.
playing.
This ain't new.
Only.
Yes, seafood only.
That's
Seafood
fair.
only.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I'm loosey goosey with it. I be in and out. I'm not really committed at all.
Yeah, he's paying.
No, I've been committed the entire 5 years. I don't miss meat at all. Not at all. You know, every now and again, I might get a craving for like
chicken wing.
oxtails. Absolutely not. I do not.
Not a
miss
chicken wing? What?
Absolutely
Heavens
not.
no.
Miss Stacey.
I mean, listen, y'all. We've been eating chicken all our life.
And it's still
Yeah.
good.
Listen,
It ain't missed
okay.
yet.
It made me the man I am today.
I don't miss it. I don't miss it. You know, when I do think
You did
about
say
chicken,
oxtails or something.
oxtails.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, you don't have that a lot, so
Absolutely not.
yeah, because they high as hell. I mean, you
Yeah.
just can't go get them all the time.
No.
They've been gentrified for sure.
They've been throwing them in Kroger a lot recently. They just be there.
Go get you some.
They do. Well, shoot. Well, you get to answer the question. What is your comfort food?
I would say like a really good soup.
Oh,
Okay.
Kona Jack, Daddy Jack's. They have a really good clam chowder. If you haven't had
Oh.
it, they have a
Yo.
really good clam
I've
chowder.
had the clam chowder there. It's decent.
Yeah.
I don't really.
It's not like the greatest, but I would probably say it's the best I've had in this city.
That's fair to
honestly.
say.
Yeah.
That's fair to say.
In this city.
I
Absolutely.
struggle with that environment. Kona Jack's, Daddy Jack's?
Never been. Well,
I think
explain.
the food is okay.
Dive into it.
It's right there off.
Curious.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know when I've been,
It's out
and
there in
it's
Clay
just
Terrace.
like super.
Oh, it's
like,
caramel.
Yes.
It's
Got
like
you.
super
Hamilton County.
Carmel.
Absolutely.
When I've been there.
Okay.
When I've been there, and it
Okay.
was just
You can't come as you are.
you can.
Can.
Come as you are.
You can. It was just like the times I've been. One time I was the only black person.
Yeah,
in
they
there.
looking
The
at
second
you.
time, my table were the only black people. in
Gotcha.
there. And so it was like, which
It's-
it's happened before, but
It's Hamilton County dining for sure.
yeah, it's cool though.
It
It's
is.
good to eat.
But it's, food's good.
Yeah, the food's good.
Wasn't there a Kona Jack like right there by what's
Meridian.
the highway? Yeah, Meridian.
It's on 96 and Meridian.
Yeah,
There's one. There's a couple.
Yeah, I've been in there before.
I got a throwback question. If you could have one superpower, what would that be and why?
It would be to fly.
Just out the gate, fly.
Yeah,
That's
to fly.
simple.
That would
Where
be
you
my
going? Where you
superpower.
flying to first?
Ooh, probably somewhere I've always wanted to go, the Maldives.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful place. I wish I could go.
Yeah,
to.
according to Google, it is. I've never been.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the pictures look. I know people who actually
amazing.
been there. Like from
I
the
don't
city,
know
which I think
anybody
is-
who's actually been, but it's definitely on my bucket list.
For sure.
Get on out there. Quit playing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's a
Maybe
move?
next
How
year.
much cash you
It's
can
on the
save if
way.
you just fly
Yeah,
places.
it's on the way.
I'm about to go to the store. I'll be back.
I'd definitely be one of these flyers. I'll probably be on some. I don't know.
You going to the Kroger in Kansas City?
Fly like this.
Niggas hate me flying through there like this. Chilling.
I'll keep it simple. What is your favorite song?
That's not simple.
God, that's not simple.
Complex.
It's
Favorite
not
R&B
because
song.
I love music.
You gotta give her a genre. It's not fair.
That's fair. Tell me your favorite R&B song to narrow it down.
It's still hard.
It is very hard. Like seriously, I'm not gonna be. able
I'll
to answer
simplify.
that.
What was you spending on the way over here? What was you listening to? We pulled up.
Lucky Day.
Tight.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Candy Drip.
Yes.
Okay.
The album's
Yeah.
good. I like that
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Him
And he
Drip
puts
is
on a
good.
hell of a
Fire.
show. I saw him at the House of Blues last April. Yeah, amazing show.
It's okay.
Nice.
That cheer just feels so slow and
Ghost.
scared me.
Halloween next week.
Lucky Day is definitely that's not a bad pick. He's one
Oh,
of the
yeah,
he's
he's
one of the
fine.
few R&B Negroes left. It's tough
Yeah.
out
Nah,
here.
he's
Boy,
good, man.
not a lot.
And that album's
Really,
good too.
really good.
He
Yeah.
stepped in the
Did he
field
sound
that,
good live?
Daniel
Is he good
Caesar
live?
wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah,
That's
he
tight.
sounded great. He performed amazing.
Damn,
It
the
was a
mic
good
was
show.
on. That's tight. Some of these people, the mic don't be on.
They
No,
turn
the
it
microphone
off.
do not be
Laugh
on.
track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be in there listening to
House
the
of
car, the
Pain.
car stereo again.
Yep.
These
Good money in this stereo.
These new guys stink. Sorry.
Hopefully,
sure.
Chris Brown can bring it back next in 3 weeks.
We gonna see, man.
No,
I'm
between-
excited.
Between food and music, those are my things. I travel for both.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what's
That's
up.
tight.
Round of applause, man.
Yes.
See you from Bankable.
Thank you.
Easy pop
sure.
quiz.
That was
Except for
good.
that, the best song of your life. Like I don't. What's your favorite song?
Yeah, I want to know.
West Side Boogie, Sunroof. Best song I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really?
He don't mean that.
I swear to God, I mean that. That's my
West Side Boogie.
that is my numero
Google that
uno.
on your way home.
I'm okay. I'm gonna have to.
It's fire, though. It's a great
Number
song.
one seed overall.
I know the song.
That's
it was,
tight.
It was like the theme song to their wedding.
Yeah.
Years back.
Oh yeah, I love that
Yeah,
one.
it's
It's a really good song.
It is
Love You
my
Like the West Side.
favorite
That's what I
song.
call it.
Now going past that, if you ask me to give like a top five, it obviously gets deeper than rap. It's tough, but that is like my number one right now. For a long time, it has been.
I feel it.
I don't have
There's
an
some.
You got. I had to
I
choose
feel
one.
like that's a
point.
valid
answer.
answer.
Yeah, my answer would change by the week, damn near.
That's for sure.
I just want to, cut right to the chase. I know we've talked about Bankable in the best way that we can on the podcast, but having you here as a representative, as someone who knows Bankable in and out, why should people go ahead and just visit that site and figure out if they do have a business idea to make that move and fill out the application with Bankable?
Wow. So I have been with Bankable for less than a year, but I've been in the entrepreneurship ecosystem here in Indy for, I'm not even gonna say how long. That's on my age. But
Some time.
Some time.
Yes.
Some time. And I will admit, previous to working for Bankable, I did not know anything about the organization. But I learned that Bankable is great because it provides a safe second chance for those small businesses who are trying to secure capital but can't through traditional funding. So just having that resource and that additional opportunity out there for small businesses is major, especially those underserved businesses and communities. So that alone is, beneficial because it keeps those small businesses from going to predatory lending,
Yeah.
and even high
Whole
risk
bunch of
credit
them.
cards.
Yeah, a whole bunch of predatory lenders out there.
So it's a really good organization, and happy to be a part of it.
That's real. Now, if I'm a part of that entrepreneurial ecosystem and I feel like I'm ready, I think that there's also understanding if I need to be further along in my at least understand that I'm going to make this money back. How much of that needs to go into my decision prior to going to that website?
Well, that should be your decision regardless across the board, with your business. What I see most is people are not prepared. And I would tell anybody, whether their business is already existing or they're looking to start a business, it's so important to start recording and tracking your income and your expenses from day one. I don't care if it was your mom or your grandma that gave you that first $20 to invest in your business. You want to track that. You want to track that because whether it's traditional funding or an alternative route, that is some of the documentation they're going to ask for.
Oh, so you gotta pull up with the receipts ready.
Not necessarily receipts, but good bookkeeping.
Ooh, okay.
Good bookkeeping.
Yeah, that was one thing I pulled away from. I saw you at the Side Hustle Economy event. Shout out to Murdoch. You guys spoke about accounting a lot, and it probably isn't looked at by a lot of small businesses as being as important as it really is. But that's probably step one in being prepared for a loan, specifically with you guys. Is just having that information. And I was in the crowd like, damn.
I mean, and you can start small. People think accounting, they think bookkeeping, they think it's something that's very expensive. But I mean, it can be something as simple as just pen and paper, writing down what that expense was, how much you paid for the materials to produce your products, anything. So you can start with a simple pen and paper, increase that to a spreadsheet, and then eventually, once you can afford it, which is very affordable, is QuickBooks. You can get QuickBooks as cheap as, I think, $20 a month.
Okay, shout out to QuickBooks. Okay.
Yeah, and as long as you are putting that data in on a consistent basis, when you go to seek funding, it's going to generate those reports for you.
Wow, shout out to I've never heard about this before.
Yeah, so it's like a no-brainer. Yeah, it's like a no-brainer once you have that software set up.
Got you. Okay, so it's important to make sure that you got that bookkeeping going prior to going to Bankable. Okay, that's awesome. You say you've been a part of the entrepreneurial experience for a long time in City of Indianapolis. Why did you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Ooh, honestly, I didn't. I never really decided. It just kind of happened. For real.
The best careers come that way.
Yeah.
Just fall into.
Single mom. I had my first daughter when I was 19. Like I said, I'm an Indy native. I started off in cosmetology.
Okay.
I actually started cosmetology in high school, but didn't finish there. Once I graduated, I ended up graduating from North Central High School.
That's what high school you go to.
Yeah,
Okay,
I went to North Central.
Got you.
Ended up graduating from North Central with my CNA license. Make a long story short, my oldest daughter was a preemie. I had her at 7 months and 1 week. At the time, I was studying to be a nurse. But once she was a preemie and was in the hospital for months, it definitely opened my eyes that nursing was not for me.
It's like the Bellagio, baby. It's not cheap. That's a very expensive hotel stay.
Yes. So it opened my eyes to there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I had like 600-700 hours in cosmetology. Decided to go back and pursue that. I went that January. The law had just changed that December that your hours expire after 3 years versus 5 years. So I ended up having to start all the way over.
Oh,
wow.
But it was kind of a blessing.
They love throwing them random rules.
They
out.
do,
Who changed that?
Yeah.
Who went back and said, you know what? Let's fuck them up. Let's make it 3 years.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, literally, if I would have went like 2 weeks prior, I could have still had those hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was kind of a blessing. So I started over. I ended up attending Case Beauty College. It took me about a year, 2 months, and I was working in a beauty barber salon. It was two fellas that I knew from just the neighborhood. We kind of grew up together, junior high. They had opened up a barber shop and a beauty salon. So I worked for them for about 3 years, and the opportunity came for me to open up my own salon.
Okay.
It was like
That's
too
tight.
good to be true, yeah. Like the rent for the salon was literally like $25 more than I was paying in booth rent a month.
Oh wow,
you're lit.
Yeah,
you gotta make that happen.
Exactly.
Make that move.
Yeah. So a couple months later, I ended up opening up the salon, and I was in there for a month by myself. I had 3 stations at the time, and down the street from my salon, there was a salon that was closing. There was a salon and a daycare in one building.
Okay.
And the lady who owned the daycare ended up buying the entire building and pushing the salon out.
Daycares be eating, boy.
Yes.
They do.
They are the monopoly of the neighborhood.
I wish I had one.
They need a power series.
I wish I had one.
I'll say that right here on wax. 50, put it together. It's crazy what they got going on.
Yeah.
They are Lobos. Everybody owns Lobos. They are the top
They got
dog.
a distro. They got all security cameras.
Crazy.
Dad,
You gonna find out one
I'm
day.
not. Oh my gosh! And it's like because it's a need, right?
Absolutely.
So whatever number
Any
they
lasting
say,
market,
you gotta
baby.
be like,
Yep.
take it
Man.
because you need childcare.
You do.
They saw, so you don't want the spot because I can get
Oh,
somebody
okay. You
else.
don't.
So
You
it's
don't.
fine.
All right.
Give it here. I'll
Like
take
that,
it.
Good
yeah.
luck.
And childcare is more than rent and mortgages, a month.
No, for real.
So,
They're in our pockets.
oh,
Miss Stacy.
absolutely.
I'm glad I
They
gave the
here. They got
narcotic
their
up.
hand in here,
Hey,
and now they got
Let
the
it all
system
out.
set up. They
Y'all let
text
it
you.
out.
Let me tell you something. I'm 3 years
They
from
text
financial
you
freedom.
Friday morning
I'm
early. The first
I'm
text
close.
I see,
I'm close. Financial freedom
They in
is
my
on the way,
pockets
baby. I'm gonna be
again.
there.
I'm glad I get a narcotic up.
oh man,
I'm clean now.
Hey, I just sent my youngest out to college, so I do not have to think about
congratulations.
that. Thank you.
That's tight.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Goodness gracious.
daycare back in the day was, it was affordable. I'm sure.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. It's the
Daycare's
same?
never
He
been
just tried to
affordable.
back in the day. You hit you.
Hey,
I don't like
that's
that
all right.
energy over
That's
there.
all right. I thought
I
y'all
know,
probably
man,
the
just-
oldest
I'm
in the
just,
room, so it's okay.
But anyway,
So
the
you
day,
sent out the bat signal for those stylists who were leaving. You said, "Hey, come on over here."
Yeah,
Row.
well,
come join
so
Death Row.
2 young ladies that was in that salon that was closing actually went to high school with me. They were younger than me, so I was friends of their
Like older
siblings.
siblings.
Yeah. But they needed somewhere to go, and there was another older lady that had worked with them previously at 2 other salons they had worked at. So the older lady and one of the young women who went to high school with me moved down to the salon with me. The other young lady, she was pregnant at the time. So she was going on maternity leave. So after a month, I had a full salon, me and 2 other stylists. After the other young lady ended up having her baby, she wanted to continue to work with the stylist she was familiar with. So I ended up adding an additional 4th booth.
Wow.
And so Bounce Back Beauty Salon on Fridays and Saturdays, at times we were standing room only.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Trapping.
In there
Thank
doing
you.
numbers.
Shout out to
Thank
Bounce
you.
Back.
Yeah.
How often do you still do hair?
Well, I actually still have a salon in my home. When I sold my salon, I converted my dining room into a salon. But I do it when I want to.
It's the VIP clients now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Come on,
people
girl,
call me.
please. Come on, shit.
They just
I'm sure
don't
that-
wanna let you
I'm sure
go.
that
You
price
lucky I love you.
That
You
price
gotta
is
have-
different.
Gotta
now.
have the number.
It's
Very much
VIPs
so.
only.
It's
Very
daycare.
much so.
Yeah.
So if I do hair, it's only twice
Old
a month.
aunties and the VIP clients.
Only on Saturdays, and only 2 clients a Saturday.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, one of those clients. You're special.
Absolutely.
That is tight.
That is fire.
Once you learn that journey, because I think about, again, I think it's so much, you have to be ready. I know you said that, you mentioned a couple times just now, you need to be ready before you start really thinking about, getting a loan to help your business grow. What's kind of valuable lesson you've learned as an entrepreneur? You're like, okay, now I feel as though I'm ready to add that fourth booth, whatever the case may be. I'm ready to do this, so on and so forth.
Well, I was fortunate that I never had to seek capital.
Yeah, she didn't
I
need
never got a
Bankable.
business loan.
It's bankable for y'all.
I never had a business loan, and I was so young. I was 19 when I opened up my salon. So no, actually, I wasn't 19. I started doing hair with a license at 19. I opened my salon. I was 23 or 24.
This is
when
the
I opened
prime
my
of your
salon.
life.
Yeah. So I didn't know a lot. I didn't know there was definitely the resources and support was not available. And considering I was the only entrepreneur in my family, I didn't have anybody to turn to for advice. So for a long time, I was just, day in, day out, just taking it as I could.
Grinding.
Yeah, just grinding. Just grinding.
If you think about your story, is there a point in which you got through it because you got through it, but it would have been a point where had you known about a Bankable, it would have made things easier for you in that moment?
Yes, Absolutely. If I would have knew the options I had, I could have definitely leveraged to really be more sustainable and
I
have some
think
longevity.
as a culture, we used to just like struggling through stuff and figuring it out, but we don't realize like resources exist sometimes. And even if we get through it, like we did it, but that could have been way simpler or easier for you had you done it this other way.
Yes.
We take pride in like the whole,
Got out the mud.
got out the mud.
Got out the mud.
I love that.
Well,
Got out the
considering
mud
I said I
culture.
didn't have any family members who are entrepreneurs, I wish I had a mentor. I
Yeah.
think mentorship is very important. So if you don't have a mentor, seek a mentor.
That
somebody in
daycare,
your
my boss
industry.
got rid of your mentor. She kicked her off the block.
And was it a situation like maybe you were looking for a mentor, but there was gatekeeping, or there just maybe wasn't anyone that you knew?
I would say a little combination of both. Believe it or not,
Gatekeepers, man.
and just honestly, haters been around a long time.
They ain't never.
Boy.
Hey, it's been hating since
I mean,
slavery.
people see you and they see the outside looking in, thinking you're doing great things. You own this salon. She's a single mom. How's she doing it? It was hard, but people don't really
She
want to
probably
support
in there
you.
selling drugs. She ain't really doing no here and
Yeah,
there.
they honestly they don't want to
That is-
support you. They think you good, and when you lay it out there as if you are good, people don't ask what they say.
Hey, you was probably doing good.
Check on your
You
strong.
was probably doing all right
Check
for
on your
yourself.
strong friends. I mean, I'm one of those. I am one of those
check on your
strong friends.
strong
I try
friend.
to be there for everybody else, but it doesn't seem as if people are there for me like I am for
Wow.
them.
If you're listening right now, turn that around.
Yeah, work on
There's
yourself.
3 months left in the year.
It
Reach
Self-care
out.
is so important. So important.
I didn't want to bring this question up earlier because I want to make sure the interview is positive, but I do want to hear like what are some of those pitfalls of businesses that don't make it. When you think about restaurants and other opportunities that people may have came and got along, whatever the case may be, and they're not able to turn it around, they don't see profit. How do you make sure as an up and coming business owner that you don't fall in those same pitfalls?
It's just hard across the board, no matter what industry you're in. There's no right or wrong way, honestly, to start a business. But do your research, have a mentor.
Can I add one?
Yeah.
Be organized.
Oh,
Organization, I think, fails
That
a lot
old
of
word
businesses.
sounds like Mufasa to me.
Yeah.
outside of organization, time management.
Yeah.
Time management.
People
is
become
so
organized because they're
important.
not organized and they don't have their stuff in a row. And then it's like
Yeah.
you had the idea, you had the money, you had the mentorship, but when nobody was looking, you wasn't working. That's when you were supposed to be.
I'm very organized. I'm very strategic, so that's never been a downfall of mine. But that being organized, time management, and don't do it. Don't be in it for the money, because if that's what you're in it for, it's gonna fail off top. You have to be in it for the passion, something you really want to do that's more about than yourself. How's it really going to impact and help others? Because at the end of the day, that's your client base. These are the people who are going to pay you for your service or your product. So listen to them. Keep your ear to the street. Don't rely on family members and friends
Please
to be your
don't.
clients and customers.
Your family members and
This
friends are not
is-
going to make you
this
rich.
is
They're
not-
not going to do it.
They are not.
Network
not
marketing
how it
is not
works.
They
real.
are
Stop.
I promise
It's
you.
not real.
Don't show
and
me-
I would say it
don't show me the
discouraged me
deal.
for a long time. It discouraged me for a really long time. I had my salon for 13 years. And, yeah, I had to get out of my head with it. But looking back, I wish I would have, again, had those mentors. Look for outside sources. You need that village.
Yeah.
to
We
really
notoriously think our
encourage.
family's gonna make us rich, or our circle's
gonna
gonna
say
make us
that.
rich.
The
And it's
circle's
just
not
not.
supposed to make you rich either.
It's
Nah.
a great launch.
Steve Jobs didn't get rich off his circle.
Yeah,
I support, but support
sold
looks
to
a bunch of
everybody.
different ways.
Yeah.
She's probably like, "Well, my cousin getting their hair done over here. Fuck them."
Well, it's not even about me doing their hair. They could have sent people my way.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Just word of mouth, anything. So yeah, just don't rely on your friends and family. To be your
And
biggest
honestly,
supporters.
stop expecting your inner circle to make you rich. That's not how it should be. That's not how successful businesses. They don't just be like, "Yep, I just sold it to my family, and we made it."
Yeah.
You have to have a product that gets out to the masses.
Yep.
Now you do need help from your, like you said, send people my way. Tell them if you know somebody needs their hair done. Hey, you should be sending them to me. But I can't just do my cousin Ronnie hair every day and be like, "Yep, as long as I got Ronnie, I'm gonna be rich."
Gonna
Like,
make
that's
it,
not
yeah.
gonna get you rich. You can't get mad if Ronnie be like,
I ain't got.
"I'm
this
going
one, bro.
somewhere
Yeah.
else." Like you gotta just eat that. You gotta be okay with that.
Nah, that's real.
I wanted to ask this, and you know, being in the entrepreneurial space, and this is just something that I'm not an entrepreneur, but this is something that
you are.
That I have noticed. I guess.
Goofball.
This is something that I have noticed is that,
For years.
not like for myself. You know what I mean? As a part of a group, yes. Not for myself. But one thing I have noticed, and especially with a lot of black owned spaces, is that customer service is lacking in a very disgusting way. Like sometimes it's pretty bad, but you know, we as black people, like we can't put these people down for that all the time because that makes them fail. You know, if we're not the ones supporting them, but a lot of times I don't see it getting better. So I want to know what your thoughts are like on the customer service in that space.
That was a great question.
Customer service is so important. I think for our community, why we have such poor customer service is because, I hate to say it, people don't want to work. I know some.
Preach,
people don't want to work.
We're getting into it today.
Jeez, are
Striking
suffering
nerves
because
here.
they don't
Niggas
have.
Go to work.
They are understaffed
all the time.
and there is so many opportunities out here for people to make money, no matter how small or how big.
Oh God!
And yeah, people, you know, previous to me being with Bankable, I was with the Indianapolis Urban League, and I worked for workforce development previous to launching their entrepreneurship center. We had monthly career fairs. You know, we had a monthly
Ghost towns.
Zombie land.
Yeah, we had a monthly workforce readiness program, which was very successful. But when it comes to people actually wanting to work, you would not believe.
It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
But
But then they complain.
Can we at least talk about how the pandemic has impacted that, though?
Thank you. The pandemic over, niggas. I'm sorry.
The
pandemic
You're
over.
telling me the customer
Go to
service
work.
was a 9 or 10 out of 10 before the pandemic?
I was gonna say I don't think he accepts.
No.
I don't think he accepts your answer.
No, that's not what she's saying.
No, I know they don't want to work.
People were staffed better before the pandemic.
That's fair.
But he's saying at
People
that
were at
time
work.
it still wasn't good.
Customer service went from a C plus B minus to a D minus. Okay,
That's fair to
First
say.
of all, ain't nobody in these restaurants or anywhere. I'm so tired. I am not a grocer. I don't want to bag my groceries every time. I got $200 worth of groceries. That ain't but 9 items, but I got $200 worth. I don't want to bag them.
Especially at Costco.
Come on, like somebody check for my shit under the cart.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna steal it. I'm sorry. I'm saying I would. Keep making me bag it. I'm gonna start taking it again.
So black businesses
I can run back.
They're understaffed, or the staff that they have, unfortunately, might be friends or family.
Ooh.
And they don't want to respect
Friends.
the business.
Hey, don't nobody not care about your business like your family do, boy.
No.
That cousin does not care about your
Jarrell don't give a
business.
fuck. Jarrell doesn't care if you make money today.
That's crazy.
He
man.
only told you beer for a half hour. It's been 36 minutes. He's leaving.
Hey, the nigga at the counter does not care about your business.
Yeah,
Do
we
not
were-
leave him by himself up there.
We were somewhere, man, recently. Our family was, and
It was pretty bad.
it was bad, man. We were there for 3.5 hours waiting on our
Oh,
food.
no.
I'm surprised you stayed.
We all
I was
should
gonna
have
say.
stayed.
I'm surprised you stayed.
Go on, get up out of there.
They had the game on the
We
TV.
don't be on
Gotcha.
that. Yeah, the
Order
game
the
helped
pizza.
for sure.
Order the pizza. We're gonna get some pizza.
But one of the craziest parts about it was all the dirty dishes. They just kept putting them on the bar behind us. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yes.
It was crazy.
We're not gonna talk about it
Yeah,
like
we're not
that.
gonna
on
talk
that.
Y'all
about
not
it
gonna
like
dare us
that.
cook
We
some?
don't do that.
Don't dare us cook some,
We're not gonna
please.
dare us cook some. No.
Nah, not to our
He
own
sucks,
city,
by the
but
way.
man, when I tell you they had an art
He has
project,
some
it was
points.
it
He
was
just
crazy.
expresses it in the wrong way.
What do you mean about that?
He expresses it like in a mean, vicious type of way.
Got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to be on some other stuff. But yeah, and then a lot of people say, like, McDonald's give you bad customer service, but you keep going back.
What is the
Well, you know
facts?
what? There's another McDonald's 5 minutes away.
Yeah, all of them don't even service.
There's not another.
9 times out of 10.
There's not another black-owned catfish spot that's easily accessible. So no, I'm not going back there no more. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I know the well-run McDonald's at this point in my area. I know when I go, they keep a clean store up there. They gonna take care of me.
Stop eating McDonald's.
Well, it happens.
I was gonna say.
I had some
That
fast
mambo
food.
sauce crazy. They got a new lease on lives with the mambo sauce.
Y'all are shaving
man.
years off y'all lives.
Hey,
The
that
mambo sauce with
sauce
the 4-piece.
crazy.
I just had it for lunch on Thursday. It was
Is it good? I haven't had it. Yes, I'm gonna stop eating McDonald's.
Pull up, get you 6 pieces sauce, man. It's crazy. They got us for another decade.
And I had the app. My 6-piece nugget was free.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
Everything free tastes better. So I
that made it better.
Yeah, free tastes better.
But the thing is, people talk about with McDonald's. Listen, yes, they do. But they also give me great service sometimes too. Do I ignore them when I went to the fish spot? It was just bad service, and I went back and it was worse service.
But you put way more shots up at McDonald's.
That's true. But they
you know how hard,
they 7 out of 10.
You know how hard it is to if you do honestly if you don't eat McDonald's, then you don't eat it. But how hard it is to say I like McDonald's, I'm never going back there again because they were mean to me this one time. That is extremely difficult. But it's way more difficult for me to say I'm not going to this catfish place no more. It's a lot easier to say that.
I got you.
And it's tough.
That's all I'm saying.
Ms. Stace, I got a question. Why should someone, and we've done our best to make sure we promote Bankable, we're going to continue to do so. Why should someone make sure that they come to Bankable, not these other lenders out here? You know, they've been Bankable for so long. Why should they seek out Bankable for this opportunity?
Okay, so again, we are a safe second chance for those businesses when they can't secure capital from traditional funders, and we can look at you like an actual person and a business versus just figures. So with that, we can be a little more creative with our underwriting, and hopefully supply you with some type of capital to get you started. You know, that's where our name Bankable came from.
Quite literally making people bankable, pretty much.
We make
trying to push you back into the system.
Yeah, absolutely.
You good now? Go get some more.
And you all are actually focused on helping black entrepreneurs.
Blanc.
Make it. Can you talk about that particular initiative?
Yes. So in September 2021, the Indiana Black-Owned Business Fund was created. It is the borrowers can request up to $50,000. It's a fixed interest rate of 8.5%. The loan term is anywhere between 1 to 6 years, just depending on, the amount you secure.
Wow.
You can use those funds on inventory, equipment, or working capital.
Wow.
And
we missed the
if
memo
you secure
as a team.
That, if you secure that loan from us, we will also give you a stipend to go towards a minority certification with the minority supply.
That's crazy, man. Wow. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody should be running the Bankable for that opportunity. Do not miss out on that.
And not only that, whether you are a black-owned business or any business that secures a loan with Bankable, once you become a borrower, we also support your business with technical assistance. No charge to you, and that's in a variety of different avenues. It can be for marketing. It can be for bookkeeping. It can be for website design. So wherever
the IT stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever pain point your business might be facing, we can connect you with that technical assistance provider to give you that support.
Do you see the applicants? Like, do you get a history of them?
So I'm not on the loan team. I'm the front face. So I'm who they connect with first.
Got you.
And it's generally not face to face. It's generally, through online.
I was wondering if you could speak to any kind of sectors that we're like over leveraged in as a community as far as opening businesses. I feel like I could think of something, but I'm wondering if you actually seen it in real life.
No. I'm not gonna speak to that. I'm sorry. I'm
just trying to get someone off the streets if I can.
Yeah.
There's a lot of repetition in some of our businesses.
Yes, but I will say some of those that you might be thinking of, they're just not at the point where they're ready to seek capital. So I'm honest and I'm very transparent up front. If I do get to talk to them, if they reach out versus going through the online and they have questions, or even small businesses that I might network with and meet at events, just to prepare them. You have to be prepared. You can't try to seek funding once your hair is on fire, and everything's about to crash and burn. Like,
I owe $10,000. Can y'all help me out?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I can't come in there. I'm not a knight in shining armor. You're in trouble. Call somebody else. Call Pookie them. We can't do that.
Shut it down today.
And I feel like what you're saying is that entrepreneurs should they not approach Bankable with simply an idea, They should have some.
You should probably operate already.
Some sort of motion, something going on.
Well, we do supply loans for startups and existing businesses.
Okay.
But you have to have something.
Yeah.
So as a startup, of course, you wouldn't have business tax returns, but you would have to supply your personal tax returns.
Ooh.
And, I tell people at the end of the day, the documentation that you provide for startups, it would be financial projections, again, those personal tax returns. You need to show that you're going to be able to afford the
These
loan.
chuckles are cracking me up.
Because there's so many things I want to say but don't want to say.
I can imagine some people call with no job. I need some money real bad.
Yeah.
They gonna pay it back.
I'm gonna make this food truck. I make salmon patties real good. And
Everybody say my chicken the best. Everybody always say
And the salmon patty food truck be fire. Like,
Some of the things
I would pull
I
up.
hear
somebody
are
filled that
just
bank
like,
alone.
okay.
I
let's
can't just
pump
give
the
you
brakes
money.
a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But you want to make sure that you're going to be able to pay the loan payment back while you are still generating revenue and some profit to keep your business circulating.
right.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah, basically make sure you got your ducks in a row.
Be organized.
Please.
be organized.
Be organized.
But another thing that's probably most important is your credit. Oh yeah. Say that
Mufasa
again.
again.
Big C word. So, most small business owners think that their business credit starts with their business because they're registered with the state, And yes, you are separate from your business, depending on the entity you are, if you're LLC. But when it comes to seeking capital, I don't care how
Looking at
much
you.
business credit you have.
You, my boy.
Exactly.
What your Dun and Bradstreet is, it starts with your personal credit.
Singular wireless.
I got $1 million idea, but
Yeah, it starts
Still.
with your personal credit. So, make sure you are credit worthy.
Credit.
You guys had an event on that recently too. We posted a flyer for that. Yeah.
Yes. So it was amazing. I cultivated an event for Bankable. It was the Credit Boost Challenge event.
Okay.
Because, again, I want to shorten that gap of the barriers that small businesses face when not being able to seek capital. And, again, it was personal credit. So we were awarded a grant, and my boss approached me like, hey,
You want to give some money away?
yeah, I know you're creative. I know you're innovative. What can we do to bridge this gap? And so there it began.
Will there be a follow up? Is there another one coming?
Yeah, so I plan to have the event quarterly. So
Okay.
this first inaugural round, it was going to be a one-day event, but I decided to extend it to 2 for a specific reason. But the whole objective of the Credit Boost Challenge was to supply small businesses with credit builder loans, which is a credit boost loan. The loan was for an amount of $1,000. The loan payment is very affordable, only like $83 a month. And those loan payments, whether you do good or bad, are reported to the credit bureau. But the point is you make them on time. That
Right.
gives you a good credit standing with the credit bureau. But to really motivate and encourage the small businesses, I added an incentive. Every 3 months that they make the loan payment on time and meet with a credit counselor, because that's the point. We're trying to get you to build your credit. You receive those loan payments back.
Whoa.
So it's free money.
Free money.
Yep.
Oh, that's
right.
amazing.
As long as you see a parole
Shout out
officer.
to
Free money.
Bankable. Shout out to
So every
That's
quarter,
tight.
You got to come
Wow.
report. Take the piss
every
test.
quarter
do all
you get
that.
that $250 back that you have made in payments.
That's tight.
And you are encouraged to put that $250 towards some consumer debt that's on your personal credit report.
So it's like doing twice as much work for you at that point.
Exactly. You're getting
That's
money
tight.
up front to do whatever you want to do with. Hopefully you're putting it in your business or paying off some of that debt. And then, meeting with that credit counselor 4 times over that year term gives you that $1,000 right back. And you're gaining credit knowledge.
That's awesome. Wow.
So day 1 was actually a marketplace mixer. And this was an exclusive event. It went out on Eventbrite for anybody to register for, but I had to select 35 small businesses to participate. And I included a marketplace mixer because building a relationship is so important.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that is another thing we lack in the Black community
Yeah.
is building relationship across the board, not even just in business. But so many times Black businesses attend these vending events and activities, and they're behind their table the entire time. showcasing their products or services, and they don't get to network with each other.
Yeah.
They don't get to support each other. So
Vendor
eventually
events give
build
me
relationships.
anxiety as a consumer and as a vendor. It's just we gotta find a better way. I don't know. Like the walkthrough, I'll be feeling like I'm getting catcalled when I'm trying to walk through. Like,
Yeah.
hey brother, it's tough. It's very tough. We need to find a better. I don't know what it looks like.
I feel like that's a historical way of marketplace though.
Yeah, for sure. I just said for me, I like walking through.
Got you.
I like to support them. I can't support all y'all. I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta
Stop yelling at me.
Yeah, please.
And we do. I mean, and it's a
I already got beard oil.
it's a very different experience here than it is across the
Don't
Atlantic
need to
Ocean.
clean my shoes.
But no,
good.
I feel you.
But
It's
since
tough.
it was an exclusive event,
That makes it- that's better.
the vendors, they got to shop with each other.
Oh,
Tight.
that's
Support
tight.
each other.
Yeah.
So
You might have the answer then. That might be what it
Bankable,
is.
We supplied them, each small business, with $200 to shop and support each other.
Oh, y'all really okay?
Yeah. At the
Bankable
end of
got
the
money.
event, all of the bankable bucks that were collected, we wrote them a check in that dollar amount to put towards their business. So it's like
This is
capital on
tight.
top of
Yeah, this is
capital.
very tight.
Glad you did that, and do it again, please.
Absolutely. It was very exciting. It was fun cultivating it. And, I have such a passion just for, again, entrepreneurship, not just in Indy, but across the board.
Yeah.
So any tangible resources that can keep these business owners encouraged, on the right track, and just let them know, hey, there are people and things out here to help you
Right.
and support you. You just have to be passionate about it and go.
And
Go
fine.
after
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How can someone get connected to you, Miss Stacy? Hearing this interview right now, like, okay, I need to go ahead and reach out to her. What should they do?
You guys can email me. My email is stacyw@bankable.org. You can also go to the website if you feel like you're ready to apply. It's a very simple, easy application process. So you can email me. We can connect. I can send you the link, or we can have a conversation to see if you're ready or what it's going to take for you to be ready. Again, a lot of businesses just aren't prepared. So we can provide you with templates of some of those some of the documentation that we're requesting from you. So we do everything we can to break these barriers and support the small businesses outside of just securing capital.
That's amazing, man. Round of applause for Miss
Yes.
Stacy here,
This was fun.
representing Bankable. We learned a lot. It's important to be prepared, but it's also important to reach out and take that next step if you're ready. And so shout out to Bankable for looking out for black entrepreneurs in the city of Indianapolis with fidelity. And so that's hard to come by, hard to find, and we are definitely proud to be a part of Bankable this year.
Gang.
So shout out to Bankable.
Gang, gang.
Shout out to you, Miss Stacy, for being patient with us and coming in with us and making this happen.
On Self Care Sunday.
Well, thanks for
On
having
Self-Care
me.
Sunday,
This
yeah.
was fun.
Yes,
I didn't
thank
know
you
what
so
to
much.
expect.
Oh yeah, I told you it's a good time. It's conversational. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
for
just
sure.
been here playing
Did
around.
it go well? I told you it was good.
Yeah, no, you guys were good.
Okay, cool. Well, thank
Said
you, man.
y'all was
We
late, but
appreciate
other than that, y'all was straight.
And
the whole LeBron thing was unnecessary. That's cool.
But no, we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Indeed.
It was fun for sure.
Next.
Next.
I am Stacey Vernee. Tune in. Nope.
Keep
Start
going. Yep,
over.
you good.
Just
Yep.
keep going?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, keep going. Let's roll.
I am Stacey Vernee here with the PreGame podcast representing Bankable. I forgot what you told me.
Bless
again.
the bottle. Next. You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
I am Stacey Vernee here with the PreGame podcast representing for Bankable. Bless the bottle. Next.
Perfect.